Craft brews and casual conversations. It is not St. Patrick's Day. It is not a holiday. There is nothing interesting going on at this point in time, unless you're in the state of Wisconsin, in which we're like a weekend on what is, I guess, spring, but it is snowing. We are met with snow once again in this godforsaken state that we live in. It's a beautiful place, but at the same time, I'm sick of it. Sick of this bullshit. And the other person on the other end of the microphone all the way across the country is just enjoying all the luxurious sunshine and beautiful breezes that you possibly can think of. And as everything's going well for him, and therefore he's a piece of shit.
I'm gonna cue it right now. You can stop what you're doing.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Here we are.
But you know it rained here today.
Oh, it
And
did.
it was like 52 degrees. All right, it's
52
chilly.
I would take 52 degrees versus snow, and currently it is like 35. So,
Yeah, that is chilly. That is quite chilly.
it's very cold. Very cold.
Is it cold though? Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, it's cold. 100% cold.
Okay. Yeah, you got the Bucks shirt on.
Yeah, Bucks are playing right now against Oklahoma. I was kind of worried about this game because Oklahoma City's a pretty strong team, pretty young team, pretty good. But the Bucks currently are smoking them by 25 points, and I like that. 7:13 left in the fourth in the game, so their defense, the Bucks defense, is on points. They're doing well. Dame was crushing it. Pat Connaughton's been doing well. Everyone's performing on all cylinders, as they say. And Oklahoma City is having a very rough game altogether. But they are one of the best teams at making comebacks with the double digits. So we'll see what happens in the next 7 minutes or so. But let's discuss the beer, shall we? This is Dudes with Brews on a Porch. God damn it, we're sophisticated. We have a refined palate. We are connoisseurs of the craft beverages, and we know so much about it. We're very informed. We travel the world sipping all of the hops, all of the barleys, all of the wheats. People pay us
The malts.
the
Dare I
malts.
say?
People pay us to make appearances at their birthday parties. That's what we do. That's who we are. So if this is the first time you're ever listening to us, this is what you can get. Beer
Yeah,
enthusiasts.
just know that from here on in, it's no need to Google, no need to second guess anything that we say.
Yeah, it's all fact. Everything we say is pure and without flaws. I am drinking all the way from Grand Forks, North Dakota, Half Brothers Brewing Company's Lumberjack Snack. It is a red ale. Haven't had a red ale in quite some time. And this crispy boy is a little malty, a little sweet, and a whole lot good AF, which means as fuck. That is a type of measurement. How much is a fuck? I don't know, but it's good as it. And for all you weirdos harboring a lumberjack fantasy, the label might be of interest to you. Also, keep that shiz to yourself. Our brewery is a family establishment. Perverts. This is Chaler New Age Brawny Banyan. He's our hero. He's their leader through the woods of Red's Ale. Drink up, America. It is 5% on the ABVs, 18 on the IBUs. If you are to be tracking the caloric intake that you have each and every day through an app in which you watch your weight, it would be the equivalent of roughly 7 points because it is a 16-ounce can, not a true pint, because a true pint is 20 ounces. We all know that.
Of course we do. We're connoisseurs.
We're connoisseurs. But this beer it's got that nice, crisp, copper look to it. It's got that red tint. And when you pour it into the pint glass, you can smell that sweet aroma. It's got kind of like I don't know. It's got a little bit of a malty stink to it, but a good stink. I would say I get a little hint of caramel. Now let's take it to the taste buds. Pretty good. It's malty. It's sweet. All the things that it said. It's a good one. Yeah, maybe hints of caramel on it. I don't know. Red ales taste a little bit different, right? They're a little sweeter. They're a little, people say
That's something.
earthy. I don't fucking know. It's good. It's good.
Looks good.
It's tasty. It's a good red ale. If you've never had a red ale, you probably should try it. Rob, what are you enjoying?
I from all the way from Chicago, Illinois. I am drinking Color Brewing's Dino S'mores.
Dino S'mores.
So see here. It says there's not really a description, but there is this. It says in 2023, Dino S'mores features a heavier than ever before dose of cocoa. Is that what cacao? Cacao?
Yeah, cacao. It's cocoa, I think. Cocoa nibs.
It's CA?
Yeah.
Well, we've already established you know what you're talking about. So, heavier than ever before dose of cocoa, lending huge notes of dark baking chocolate. 10 different malts make up the complex and roasty grain profile, while creamy aromas and sweet sensations derive from sliced Indonesian vanilla beans added directly to the tank. The combined sweet vanilla notes and dark roasted character are as close as you will find to that marshmallow you held too close to the fire but blew out just in time. When all the flavors are layered together, it's easy to forget that this is a 9.5% stout. There is that says secret techniques. Dino S'mores combines the American brash interpretation of an imperial stout using bold accents but rounder flavors with Scandinavian brewing techniques, which place a higher emphasis on variety of roasted malts and drier body to create bitterness. Ingredients are pale Vienna wheat, Cara 2, extra special flaked oats, dark chocolate, black roasted barley. That's two different things. That's why there was a pause.
Okay.
Not black roasted barley. Black and roasted barley. Nugget hops. Marshmallow fluff. Vanilla beans. Molasses. Graham flour. And finally, cocoa nibs.
Dang.
This is, as I said in the last episode, I went out. I wanted something that had a lot of stuff in it.
It's got it.
I got this beer poured into this here glass. This glass looks like a cup. You can't see through it. This is opaque.
Mm-hmm.
This is dark. This is a stout.
You poured it in the wrong type of glass, but that's okay.
It's the only glass. It's the only damn glass I have. I'm not at home. I don't have any special glassware here. Just let me. Can we cut that out? Because we're supposed to be right about everything. All right. This is the right glass, and we can't be on opposite sides of this because if we are, then we've created a conundrum that cannot be solved.
No, sorry. This is also a collaboration beer that you're drinking, Rob. So Off Color Brewing, they teamed up with a major Bryghus, which is a brewery in Denmark.
I don't see that on this can. Interesting.
So it's an international beer.
Site. I think they're trying to take take away. They're trying to take all the glory for themselves. Anyway, 9.5 on the ABVs. Gravity 23.5, lowercase d, uppercase p, we should look into what that is. I mean, we know what it is, but we should look into how to tell people properly. I just don't have the words to explain what it means.
What was it?
I already
Gravity
went through the
what?
malts, the hops. Gravity?
Gravity what?
That's just what it says.
Yeah.
23.5 DPs.
Oh, okay. I see. It's it's a measurement of like the density.
Oh yeah, well, I guess it's a hard word to come up with in the moment. Density. That's what I was thinking, though. That's 'cause we know. IBUs are 40. I'm gonna sniff here for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this. I'm not getting a lot of smells off the top, but it's in the wrong glass, so who knows? Definitely the cocoa comes through and some vanilla.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take a sip.
Nice. Sip it.
It's thick.
Mm-hmm.
It's good though. It definitely has a bitterness to it. But there's almost a spicy kick on the back end. I don't know why that would be there, but it sits on the tongue a little bit. I think that's the bitterness. Probably the baking chocolate, nodes that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But as of the first sip, I'm not getting all of these flavors. Maybe they're all blended right now, and I'm hoping that as I open up my palate and have a couple more sips, I'll be able to taste the graham and the marshmallow. But that's not coming through for me up front.
Okay. Is it cold?
This was chilled.
Okay.
Yes, it's not room temperature. Should it be room temperature?
I don't really think it matters. I don't think it matters that much. I usually like to drink my stouts and yeah, a little bit chilled. I'll throw it in the fridge.
I bought it today. I left it out, but I bought it like an hour ago, so
You should be fine.
it's chilled.
Yeah, you're good.
That's all I can say.
All good. Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you found the complex beer that you were on the search for. I was looking for some more bourbon stouts, but I couldn't find them today. So I just I bought 4 different kinds today. I only spent $16, which is pretty good for 4 beers. I'm usually spending way more than that, so I'm pretty proud of myself for finding like decent beers for not a ton of money.
I spent $9. It's a lot more. It's a huge markup for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Compared to free.
Yeah. The percentages don't even. I can't even make a percentage.
Yeah.
What the markup is on this one.
For this episode, Rob, I thought we could potentially talk about creating some sort of society. So our friends, Sandy and Todd of the Sandy and Toddcast, a great podcast that I enjoy. They talk about paranormal stuff. They are experienced paranormal investigators. They have a Facebook group. Okay, it's called Stay Weird. Friends of the Sandy and Toddcast. It's a group, or at least they used to have it. I don't know if it's. I'm looking for it now, and I don't see it. But anyways,
Stay Weird.
Yeah, it's called Stay Weird. Friends of the Sandy and Toddcast, and it's fun. They talk about random paranormal stuff. They talk about their podcast, and it's a cool little group. Stay Weirdos. Sorry, Friends of the Sandy and Toddcast. If you don't listen to the Sandy and Toddcast, you should. It's good. They put a lot of work into what they do. Their episodes are thought out, where ours aren't. But anyways, I thought we could start something similar, but Rob, in the realms of being weird, I thought we could maybe create a secret society. Because did you know that one of the most prestigious colleges, universities in the state of Wisconsin has a secret society?
Every college in Wisconsin does?
One particular one that's the big one. The big one.
Oh, okay. Does everybody else know what the big one is, or are we keeping that a secret?
It's UW.
We're gonna double veil the secret society. It's a secret society within a secret college.
It's not that much of a secret, I don't think, but it is. The University of Wisconsin-Madison has a secret society.
I really thought it was gonna be Marine Park Tech.
The Marine Park, maybe. They're called.
They didn't make the big dance this year, but
right. This is something I didn't know about this. So it's the Iron Shield Society. It's an undergraduate honor society at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Began in 1902, so a long time ago. It does now have, historically was secret. Now you can look at the members online.
I feel like that's the case with a lot of secret societies. They were secret, and then the internet happened, and
right.
Turns out evolved apes like to spill the beans.
Well, the former president and CEO of Campbell Soup was a member of the secret society.
Is that their big get? Their big guy?
It looks like it.
CEO of Campbell Soup. Did he create it? Was he a founder?
No,
he was just the chief engineering officer for a little while.
Right, but they started in 1902. They originally it was called the Iron Cross, but then they're like, it's a little too close to some Nazi stuff.
Iron Maiden.
We're gonna change it. No, Iron Maiden. They're gonna change it to the Iron Shield. So yeah. They have a secret organization. The induction into this society.
Do you think that they're like enemies with like the bone saws over in Indiana? Because I know that their big get was the CEO of Progressive.
Progresso?
Yeah, Progresso. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, right. Now, if you go to Minnesota, you got the Pillsbury people out there, so you're in big trouble. But I thought it was interesting, and like I've started to try to look into some secret societies just to kind of, obviously nowadays the one that is most spoken upon now is the Illuminati. But I thought that we could start a secret society. Every good secret society has a good name, right? Fight Club was a secret society. I thought
Knights of the Golden Circle.
I don't know about that. So secret. I thought, so this is what I want to do. We're gonna give a name. I want to get a mission of what our secret society is gonna be. I want an initiation ritual. I want us to develop this. What are our meetings gonna be? What is our hierarchy? And what are our symbols and codes? Okay. You think we can?
Okay.
You think we can brainstorm this a little bit?
This is all. Go with the name first? Do we go name first and work backwards, or?
Yeah. Okay. This is all strictly for marketing purposes. For when because we're so renowned, we gotta start referring to our listeners as something. We have to form this community together, and we can make really cool T-shirts out of it too. Probably that only 3 people will buy. Maybe.
I'll buy 3.
Yeah. I'll buy 1, you'll buy 1, and then,
probably my mom.
Yeah, that's nice of her.
Yeah. She does it under a pseudonym, so we don't know, but then she wears the shirt, and I'm like,
wait a minute.
We only sold 3, and I know Drew has one, and I'm wearing mine, so thank you.
That's okay. It's a simplistic name. Nothing too fancy, but you know what? That's okay. The Porch Pint Society.
Porch Pint Society. Okay.
I like it.
All right.
We already have an Instagram page for the Porch Pooches, which hasn't been updated in quite some time. The Porch.
Sure, you don't want to go with something like the Brutish Marlonic Order.
That's hard to say.
But it's so much cooler sounding.
It's hard. The what?
The Brutish Marlonic Order.
Brutish?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean.
No, okay. Porch Pint Society, that works.
It's gonna look better on a T-shirt.
You said Porch Pint Society.
Porch Pint Society. Yeah.
Okay.
So what is our mission gonna be? What are we trying to accomplish, Rob?
That has been a this is you're going to spring a 6 years journey question that we haven't been able to answer that in 6 years.
Well, our banter's good.
Yeah, but that can't be an end goal, right?
I don't know. I think our mission is to take over the world.
Oh, see me.
What?
Yeah, okay. All right. Continue.
One porch at a time. We take back the glory of what the porch is. Nowadays, people just use it as a mere big table for all their Amazon packages so that UPS can drop the mail on there. People don't really know what it's like to be on the porch these days, and we need to take that back. We need to step out on the porch and just get people into this gathering place, the central location of a gathering spot on the outside of our homes, where memories are grown, where food is eaten, and beers are drinking. I think that's what we need to do. Eventually, through our collaborative efforts, we will recruit and we will turn the entire world, Earth as we know it, will be called Planet Porch.
See, now that kind of gets into what I was thinking our mission would be, which would be to push the idealism of a chilled out, relaxed nature while we ride this dying rock into the sun.
Yes, exactly.
So that happens after we turn it into a porch. Planet Porch.
I think we have to.
Is where you enjoy a cold brew while you wait for an exploding sun to take out humanity.
Exactly. And if we are quick enough, if our recruiting efforts are, have dedication behind it, the motivation, we'll accomplish this feat prior to the end of all times. It's bound to happen, right? Earth is on a timeline. There is an end date.
Oh,
and
it's absolutely. If time exists, we're on a line.
Exactly. So, it is coming. And there's so much division in this world. There's so many problems. There's so much hatred. We got to stop that. And the cure to it is beer, honestly.
No, I think it's the porch.
I think so too. Porch
I think
pints.
it's like when have you seen? When was the last time you saw a fight on a porch?
Right.
A porch is where you greet the new. A porch is where you open doors. A porch is where you're on the precipice of a threshold.
Yeah. Mormons aren't welcome though.
What's that?
Mormons aren't welcome because they've
they've
abused the porch a little too much in my opinion. And as one of the co-founders of the Porch Pint Society, we make the rules, Rob. You and I are.
We do.
We
do. Honestly, I say we just say no one from Utah. Dude.
All right. Unless
okay.
unless they're unless they're brewers.
Too far. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Is this so like how when you have two people ruling over the earth, what kind of establishment is that? It's not really a democracy, right?
No, it's definitely not a democracy. When you use the word rule,
yeah, we
I feel like you've taken democracy out of the equation. It's not an autocracy because I believe autocracy is.
It's a brewocracy.
It'd be a brewocracy, absolutely.
Goddamn right. Okay, we got the mission. Planet Porch.
So does that mean that that we're only our beer taters? I don't know. I'm trying to go off of what you said.
Beer taters. I like that. I do like that. That's good.
Until we stop supplying the goods when it comes to beer reviewing. If we start reviewing bad beers as good or good beers as bad, and people don't agree with us, that's when you have an uprising.
You know what? We're not gonna necessarily review them always, but we'll maybe during our meetings we'll have like a collective like this is good, this is bad type of rule.
Maybe like a drink it, dump it situation.
I like that. Yeah, that'll be kind of like our referendums.
Yeah. It's I instead of I or nay, it's drink it or dump it.
I like it. Yes. And when we're
making headway real quick here.
When the people speak, the people speak. how are we going to get people to join our society? What is that initiation going to be like? Do we just flat out like just reach out to all the platforms and be like, hey, listen, we're going to take over the world one porch at a time, and like we're not doing it with evil malice behind it. We're doing it with good intentions. We're going to unite the world once again into the beautiful powerhouse that it is. Because even if we recently a story came out that I forget who it was. Somebody has spoken to aliens, and essentially aliens have the source of like infinite energy, like super energy that will power the world for all of eternity. No more gas, no more anything. But in order to gain this access, we need to prove to the aliens that we will not have wars. We will not have anything like that. We have unity, which is part of the mission. Unity, right? I forget where I was going.
Well, is this a bad time to bring up the fact that the war for our independence, the Revolutionary War, was planned out over beers in taverns, that Hitler made his first speeches in brew halls?
We're taking that back. We're taking that back.
Those weren't porches. Now, mind you,
right?
This is a two-part equation. It's a two-pronged approach, and it involves brews and porches.
Right. That's why it's called the Porch Pint Society.
Because this is how honest we are, as beer taters in our brewocracy. We're going to tell you, yeah, people have made pitfalls. People have tripped up on some of these things. The thing that they lost sight of.
Right.
You want to keep this in the tavern. No, you want to bring it out on the porch into the open. That's where the magic happens. This is where you got a table maybe with some sandwiches. There's a grill going over there. There's more than just this is camaraderie on a worldwide level that we're trying to reach, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Answer my own questions from now on, Drew.
You make the rules, part of them. So initiation.
I think the way that we start this is we need to bring some other people in, get them on our side. Some names bigger than ours.
So are we upfront about it? Do we speak it from the rooftops, or do we commiserate with other people and see who we can need pull in? Yeah. We need to build kind of the foundation of it first. We need to build the cabinet, if you will, or possibly the mini fridge. We could be instead of a cabinet, we are the mini fridge. We are the
and we need a keg of rights.
Keg of rights. Oh, I love that. This is beautiful. This is turning into a good thing. So we're going to establish that first. We're going to find people who understand our mission and are on board with it right away. From there, I think, we build the keg of rights after we recruit some people, or do we do that initially?
I think we do that initially so that we can use that as a recruitment tool, because I think that we need to be upfront about our end goal here from the beginning. No manipulating people into being like, they think that they're just having a beer on the porch. All of a sudden they're part of a big movement, and they go, I didn't sign up for this. And
it's not a cult.
There's a Netflix documentary about grape flavored beer, and it's just it doesn't look good.
It's not a cult.
Not a cult.
It is
not a cult.
Brewocracy.
Yes. We don't ask you to give us your money. We just ask you to buy our merchandise. It's different.
You're getting something out of it. Right. This is capitalism.
You have to wear those shirts at the meetings. That's just part of the deal. There's
a lot of varieties. It doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, you can wear a hat. It's fine.
Well, some of the rules.
There is a markup for the embroidery, though, because we did go with the high dollar embroidery.
Yeah, I mean, so what are some of the rules that we can create in this type of situation? Thou shalt not what?
Well, this is where I feel like a lot of these movements get tripped up.
Yeah.
I'm just buying time right now while my brain tries to think of a good, because the first one's got to be good.
Right.
It's like what's the first one that we got? Freedom of speech, right? That sounds good. That sounds, but
Right.
there's a problem with that. Freedom of speech means that people that are speaking different things can speak them freely, and
Okay.
then they get divided. We're not trying to divide. I'm not saying there's no free speech, but I am saying we need to figure out how to get over that loop. Let's make that number 8. We'll come up with that one later.
Mm-hmm. We would say
Um,
that I mean, we're right to diversity. Thou shalt not infringe on one's ability to pint.
okay, I
You
like that. Yes.
We have to allow all types of brews, whether it is a unique sour, a spicy bourbon ale. It doesn't matter what it is. You are allowed to enjoy.
Pickle beer, a mushroom
Yes,
beer.
right. We are not going to infringe on your ability, or on your right to enjoy whatever you want.
So here we go. Everyone's right to everyone's pint, whatever you want to call it. Everything's welcome in the cooler. Everyone's welcome on the porch. Because I
Yes.
thought you were going the other. Everyone's this porch is as big as the planet.
Right.
There's no exclusions from the
Exactly.
porch, except
Right.
for Mormons.
Except for,
That is,
except for Mormons.
look, you gotta exclude somebody so everybody else knows they're not excluded. That's like
Right.
that's rule.
Exactly. And Mormons you can change your ways once you see the
Yeah.
light. You know, the L-I.
God said that.
The
Mormons won't know about that, but
Here we go. Once you see the light, the LITE. Get it?
yes.
Good. So diversity in not only the beer, but with our people. Sans Mormons. We gotta keep the porch is a privilege, right? The porch is not only a privilege, but like a sacred ground. It is our home. It is our dwelling. We gotta keep it clean. We
You
gotta.
have to keep it clean.
Thou shall recycle. You must recycle the cans that it comes in, the bottles that they come in. You gotta recycle. We gotta keep this
And
porch clean.
When in Michigan, you take the can back to Bob's IGA. That's 10 cents.
10
All right.
cents. I like it. So, now, while you're at a porch pint society meeting at a gathering of sorts, you have the right to cut loose. You have the right to remain unresponsible as long as you're responsible within your unresponsibility. You can get loosey goosey. You can become a funky chicken, but the second that you become belligerent, your ass is out. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody has to learn how to gauge that. When you find out that you're one of these people that when you have one too many, you turn into, you turn into the uncle no one wants to have around maybe sometimes, or the one that they do, but it's inappropriate because this is the world stage. This isn't this isn't a dining room. This is a porch. There's a
Right.
you got to be a certain way here. Maybe there's some kind of we can get. I don't like the one and out. People can learn. People can grow. People can keep.
Yeah.
We've all done it. We've all had one too many. We've all gone over the line.
You're right.
In one way, shape, or form. And then the next day we wake up and we go, oh, I don't want people to have to wake up the next day and go, I'm out of planet Porch forever.
We'll give
and
them.
now I got to go talk to a bunch of Mormons. That's not okay.
Those are the options. We'll give them opportunities. We'll give them opportunities to.
So you can.
to
So yes,
redeem.
I agree. We need to. We have to keep a decorum on the porch, and there has to be some sort of pseudo. Not to get religious, because this is not a cult, but some sort of. What's that place between? They call it the purgatory. Maybe the top step. We'll call it the stoop. The stoop. You get placed on the stoop,
Right.
and and you know like you can prove you still get beers on the stoop,
Right.
but you don't get talking rights necessarily. You don't get to stand on an apple box, and over time you get to ascend back up to the porch.
You have the right for redemption. We'll give you that.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think one of our last ones, because we could really go on, but we gotta cover some of these other things. I think the last right is, thou shalt have the right to sniff. You can have a snifter.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
don't need.
I'm all about the sniffed.
You don't have to have the full pint. We get it. You want variety. You want to sample different beers at our meetings. It's okay if you don't want that full pint of the red ale. You can have a little sniffed, if you will.
I think that's a certain section, not a sect because this is not a cult,
It's not-
but snifters are. I'm a snifter. I feel like the snifters are optimistic. They think the next beer might be better. They're
Right.
always they don't want to fill up on this one. They want it's like it's okay if you're a pinter. You can be a pinter
Yeah.
and go, hey, I got mine. I know what I like. This is what I like. A snifter's out there going, I'm still looking. I think there's something else for me out there. There's new conversations with new people. Maybe I like this Czech pills.
Right.
I'm gonna go over there and check out what these people have to offer. It's okay.
I like
it's okay.
it. Yeah, again, no discrimination here. How are we gonna initiate? What do we need to do?
Well, this is where I get where things get a little, dicey because you could do something where it's like, hey, you gotta. We could be snobby like wine people,
Yeah.
those whiners.
Those winos.
Oh, here, I'm gonna blindfold you and make you drink some wine, even though you didn't see where the bottle it came out of. No reason to blindfold you.
Right.
I mean, even a 5-year-old could tell the difference between a white and a red. What's with the blindfold? Can we? Anyway, we'll get past that. We could do that and go, here's a beer. Tell me what kind of malt, what kind of hops. But to tell you the truth, I don't think I could pass that test.
I actually think our initiation process ritual can be pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Then are you a robot test?
That could be one.
You just got to click the box.
That's what it is. No, we see somebody on their porch, enjoying the porch the way it was meant to be enjoyed. They're grilling, they're sitting, maybe they're reading a book.
Honestly, if they have a porch swing, I think that's
porch swing,
just grandfathered in.
Right. We walk up to them and we say, "Hey, can we see your ID?" And then they'll show us that their age. And from there, we make the determination that you get a freshly brewed gourmet root beer, or we offer them a selection of beers, and we go, "Is this something you'd be interested in? Do you like to potentially drink a pint of this while on your porch?" And if they say yes, we're like, "You're in."
Well, here's the thing. I think this is what we could do because this is inclusive. This is about being inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You ask for the ID. You go in hot, and you go, "Hey, what is the least important ingredient in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?" All right, and you make them think that their answer really matters, but in reality, it doesn't.
You're right.
It doesn't matter. No matter what,
They're
we're
all
gonna let
great.
them on the porch. If you fuck up on the porch, if you start arguing with a jam person about peanut butter and things get a little nasty, you're gonna end up on the stoop.
End up
We
on
know
the stoop.
That's why the stoop is there.
And then if you fail the stoop steps, you're
Mormonism.
Mormon.
You gotta be. Yeah, here's Joseph Smith and the golden plates. All
There you
right,
go.
have fun.
See ya. All right, I like that.
I hope you like crickets.
What do our meetings look like? Where are they happening? What do we discuss? I mean, do we establish like at first secret underground? No, it can't be underground. It's on a porch. What am I saying? Do we establish like?
I think cave dwellers have porches.
Yeah, you're right. They might. We have to go from porch to porch. It can't just be one porch all the time, right? We got to experience the variety and the uniqueness of every single porch while also honoring every single porch.
Well, this is my thing. I think that what we're out to do is redefine the parameters of what determines a porch, the definition of a porch. A porch doesn't have to be the solid wood or stone matter that separates the sidewalk from the front door.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be that thing. That's very in terms of mythological and symbology. It means something.
Mhm.
That's what we need to do is redefine that and turn the world. We're turning the world into a porch. The present is the porch of the future, and the stoop and Mormonism is the past. And fuck all that shit. You don't
Right.
want to be back there.
Right.
I think we're talking about the mythological porch. It doesn't so these meetings can happen anywhere. Anytime you crack a beer and you're living life porch style, that's when you're having a meeting, and
All
you
right.
need to pass that on to the when you leave that group. You move on and you expand the porch to the next person you're talking to, and you crack a beer and you have a porch mentality with them as well.
I like it. I like it. What are the conversations we're having during these meetings? I mean, we talk about the weather. We talk about what's going on with me, what's going on with you, all those types of things, right? And then if somebody acts a fool, that's when you got to ring Robber Eye, and we'll bring the committee, we'll bring the mini fridge committee, and we'll put them through the process of the steps of the
We'll
stew.
call it cleaning the taps. It's not brainwashing. All right, this
Right.
isn't a cult. Sometimes you gotta flush the lines. All right,
Right.
You gotta clean the lines
You're right.
to get somebody back on the keg of right mentality.
Yeah, I think so. I like that. What do we call? Yeah, well, I guess we have the snifters, right? The people that like to sniff. Do we have what else do we have? We got the pinters.
You got the pinters. You got the snifters.
The growlers. The people that
you
are
got the
really
growlers. The growlers are in it for the long haul. They're set.
yeah, and they're really the growlers are like you got the snifters who are open for trying new things a little bit more often. You got the pinters who are like, I know what I like. Today I'm feeling the red ales. I'm gonna drink pints of red ale. I'm gonna have all 16. Actually, no, we're doing true pints in our society, where I'm having all 20 ounces. Maybe next time it's IPAs, right? You stick to one kind.
A pinter might be building something. They're pinters are the ones they're gonna build from. I know this beer is gonna be good leading into this beer. They're on a ladder, but it's a slow journey.
Right.
The snifters they want to get there faster because they want to get to the end of the road. Pinters know they're never gonna make it to the end of the road.
And then you have your growlers who are like, give me a gallon.
This beer.
Give me a gallon of it. That's what I'm enjoying. They're like the gym people that walk around with a gallon of water, only it's a glass jug full of beer. One type of beer. I like that. And then you can also have the pairers. The people who are like, what are we eating? What are we cooking up?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's going to determine the beer that I'm drinking.
And those are the creative types. I mean, these are the people that are going. I need to have that New Zealand black IPA, but you know what? With a Caesar salad topped with Middle Eastern mushroom flakes, Camelback. And we're going, what is that? And they go, don't worry about it. It's going to be good. It might not be good, but they're dreamers. They're dreamers, Drew.
Yeah, I like that. There really isn't much of a hierarchy with the Porch Pints Society. I mean, you and I are the presidents, if you will. President Pint.
I think that this is it. This is a society that understands that everybody serves their purpose.
Right.
No hierarchy because we understand. The garbage man is not lower than the Treasury secretary.
Hell yeah.
Because the garbage needs to go out and the budget needs to be balanced. All things are necessary, and upon initiation, those are the things. That's the idea behind the peanut butter and jelly question.
Right.
Is you have an understanding that all things are necessary for the sandwich to be complete. Mm-hmm. As in all modes of person are necessary for society to be complete.
I like this. What are some when we're initiating, because at one point in time we're gonna have to understand like who is part of the Porch Pint Society, and then who is a Mormon. What are some codes that we can use, some symbols, if you will, to help us just kind of identify everybody?
See, now we're getting into a tricky area, aren't we?
Yeah.
When you start talking about identification at a glance.
Do we just say like, what are your thoughts about doorbells?
Yeah, it needs to be,
Maybe we don't have any symbols or codes. Maybe we just
like,
kind of figure it out through the casual conversation. We'll be like, oh, okay, we get it.
I think if somebody says they like Golden Road, it's like, all right, you're a Mormon.
Right.
You like the plates, you like the road. All right, Joseph, get out of here.
Yep. Sorry.
No, that's not. That's
And we're not going to be rude to the Mormons. We're just going to be like, you've abused the power of the porch for too long. We're not doing it anymore. Okay. Anything else we can do? Overall, it's going to be we can maybe donate for charity, organize a couple 5Ks, something like that. As long as there's beer at the end, I think we're good.
That's the beauty of it. Think about how many times you've been at a backyard barbecue on the porch, and they got a raffle.
Right.
They got one of those ticket things where you put the tickets in the buckets, and this is where reunions happen. This is where bake sales can be baked. This is where.
Right. I like it.
It's like, the bigger the society gets, the better the world gets. I want to live in a world where we don't need charities.
Right.
I want to live in a world where we understand exactly what we were talking about, that we all get it. Everybody here is necessary. Therefore, everybody gets to make enough where if you break your leg, it's going to be you can take care of it, or it'll be taken care of.
Right.
If you have high cholesterol, we'll get you those meds. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about living tomorrow. You just have to worry about drinking a beer today.
You have to worry about. I like that. I like that. At the end of it, you break your leg, and you have a huge surgery. But you know what? At the end, you're cracking open a cold one. You're cracking open a pint. You're enjoying yourselves. You're having that conversation with your doctor, with the surgeon. You're thanking them for the humps. If you are on the high blood pressure medicine, you're not going to wash down the blood pressure medicine with a beer. That would not be responsible. But you'll take the pill, and then like 2-3 hours later, you enjoy a pint. That's really the ultimate goal. You enjoy the pint on Planet Porch, and we're all unity. We're all one. We're all together.
I'm really digging the idea of Planet Porch. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I hope we wrote some of this down, or it's recorded somewhere, because I didn't write any of it down.
Well, at least we can refer back to this for notes.
Yeah.
So it's good. We just have to begin filling our mini fridge, and then the recruiting happens, the initiation happens.
The real thing is the hardest part, I think, is going to be finding that old paper to write our rights down on. It's we need to get an old pen, old ink, and old paper, because we can't have our manifesto written on. It can't be typed up on Word.
Right. Loose leaf. Loose leaf is almost as archaic as parchment these days.
It is. Well, I have loose leaf laying around all over the place.
Right. But and then our podcast can, serve as like, the weekly memos.
Yeah, this is it's not church, but it does come out on Sundays.
Sometimes Mondays. But yeah, you're right.
It's recorded on Sundays.
It's not a cult.
Not a cult. Yeah, that's very important. I feel like we had an episode a long time ago where what we were talking about, we had to interject a lot. This isn't a cult we're talking about.
Yeah.
Was I talking about Amway? Is that what no.
Amway is kind of like a cult, but
hey, my toothpaste guy has been trying to get a little too friendly.
Yeah.
He's been asking me about, like, what are you doing in Vegas? What's the happenings? And I was like, I'm going to do this. That sounds awesome. I don't need your feedback, all right?
Your toothpaste guy?
Multivitamins, all right?
You have a toothpaste guy?
Yeah, I'm an Amway toothpaste multivitamin face wash guy.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He was my Uber driver.
Oh my
Now
God.
he brings me, he delivers it to me in person. I don't get it mailed. He gets it for me, and I sell him once he shows up.
You can just go to the store.
Not for this stuff, not for the Glister.
What is Glister?
Glister is a toothpaste. It's great. It's plant-based. It's very good. I like it.
Plant-based.
I get the multivitamins, the multiminerals, and the phytonutrients.
Yeah.
Very important to have a phytonutrient. And then I get the face scrub. I got the hand wash too, but I'm good on that because I haven't been home, haven't been using that.
So
Uh,
does he break it down per use? Because that's kind of like one of their tactics, right? Is it's like, yeah, you pay $35 up front, but when you break it down per use, it's only 10 cents.
Kroger's does that too, right? I'm not now he does that, but I'm just saying, Kroger's does that too.
No,
When you go look at the sign that says
Kroger's?
your toilet paper is that's a bad example, but it actually does work on toilet paper too because it goes by the square.
Right.
It'll go like, oh, it's $10 for this whatever. That's this much per sheet.
Per sheet.
They tell you that per unit. They do that with fluid ounces for 2 liters. They do everything breaks down into a unit price
Yeah,
at the store as well.
you're right.
Don't put that on Amway.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I was part of the Amway beast when I was young and really stupid.
Weren't we all? Weren't we all? There was nothing else to do in Wisconsin.
It's all Ryan's fault.
Ryan really brought a lot of us into it. He was making money. We thought we could make money.
And we were wrong.
I mean, I enjoyed my time there. I went to. Did you go to seminars and stuff?
Unfortunately.
I did too. I enjoyed it.
Why didn't
I look back fondly on that.
you had to pay money to get in for literally nothing.
That's how the real money is made in Amway, in reality. But it doesn't mean the products are bad. I'm not selling it. I'm just saying I buy it. I made the mistake of bringing up that journey down the Amway path to a guy who was selling Amway, and I'm a sucker, so he suckered me back in. But I got those products, and I was like, God damn it, this toothpaste.
Well, that's
good.
no, the products are fine. I'm just saying, like, the practice is just the only reason Ryan was successful is because he was approached about it first.
And we all we kind of all jumped on the ship for him,
With him,
and maybe
yeah.
he had other people. I don't know, but either way, I'm just saying my Amway, my toothpaste guy, he's trying to get friendly. I don't need to. I'm not trying
Right.
to start a business, dude.
But it's like,
If I,
who else would we have asked? Ryan asked everybody that we knew.
well, I asked random strangers at the gas station.
Did you really?
Yeah, Quick Trip, man.
Really?
I would just act like I just had put creamer into a coffee, but really I poured it in like an hour earlier. But like people would be walking up and I'd do this like start stirring it. That's a great.
Looking for
Makes
financial freedom?
Yeah. Hey, what do you do? Oh,
How
I
would you
bet
like?
that sounds like a great job. This is the thing I was taught by the Amway seminars. You go, that sounds like a great job. If you say it sounds like a shitty job, they're gonna defend their job. If you say it sounds like a great job, they're gonna start telling you how shitty it is. And when they start doing that, you got them. That fish is on the hook.
I guess. I guess
You
that
know, it's not a cult, but you start reeling.
I think the gist of everything is this is not a cult.
Not a cult. Yeah, that's what skateboarding, not a cult. Will take over your life, but it is not a cult.
Yeah. Wild.
All right, we got off track. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Well, I think we have a lot to stew on a little bit. We have a lot of developments to make, and we are going to unite the world. That's ultimately the goal of the Porch Pints Society. You heard it here first on Dudes with Brews on a Porch. Your weekly, the first of the weekly memos. You can go back to all the 300 whatever episodes and listen to other things as well. We can share paranormal stories on the porch. We can share music opinions on the porch. We can talk about our friends. We can talk about our family. We can talk to interesting people who have done interesting things, successful people who have been in movies, who have written books. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. All are welcome on the Porch. Robert, I drank Half Brothers Brewing Company's Lumberjack Snack, the red ale. It was delicious. It had that caramel or caramel, however you want to say it. We don't discriminate on the Porch. Taste to it. It was good. It had that malty kick to it. It was easy going down. If I had another one, I would enjoy it. I liked it a lot. I would say drink this bad boy. How was yours?
Mine was great. I had Dino s'mores from Off Color Brewing. It was a collab, but that's not in my notes. S'mores that's a tough sell for me. I don't think this had nearly enough of the marshmallow, vanilla, and graham to call this s'mores. But in terms of a cocoa stout, very good. I would drink it again. I drank the whole thing basically. I would drink it if I was trying to parcel it out over time, but I'm gonna finish it.
Hell yeah.
And the flavor did open up halfway through the beer or like after a few drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I ate something beforehand or whatever, but you got a lot more of the cocoa. It's got a bitter cocoa taste, but it's good. It works, and it works well with the stout.
Awesome. As always, you can follow us on all the platforms. We don't really check Twitter anymore, or X. It's kind of just fallen to the dump.
That's for Mormons.
Right. Dudes with Brews on the Porch on Facebook, at Dudes with Brews Pod on Instagram. That's where we're most active. We're on Threads, same handle as that. You know, all the stuff.
How terrible would it be if we found out next week that all of our listeners were Mormons for some reason and they just like boned the fuck
mass
out?
exit.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Then I
Hey,
guess
we need to rebrand anyway.
yeah, we reconvene and we figure it out. But yeah. Look for the initiation. The porch is yours, but not yours alone.
I like it.
Dudes with Brews on the Porch.
Lates.